Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're focusing on the removal of the salary increase threshold for skilled workers renewing their visas. This is a significant development, and we're here to break it down for you. I will be looking at recap of the new changes around increased salary threshold, why no increased salary threshold is required for workers already in the UK, the implications of this for migrants and British citizens, and finally how new skilled workers outside the UK can meet this threshold. So make sure you watch till the end so you do not miss all these juicy details. And for those that are new to the channel, it's offering time. Please like, share and subscribe to support the family, and be the first to be notified when the next video drops. Otherwise, let's get into it. Section 1. Recap of the changes to salary threshold. On December 5, 2023, the UK government announced a new 5-point plan to cut immigration. This included a substantial increase in the minimum salary for skilled workers from £26,200 to £38,700. This change is part of a broader effort to reduce net migration, which reached a record 745,000 in 2022. In addition to the changes in the salary threshold, the government plans to replace the existing Shortage Occupation List, SOL, with a new immigration salary list. The SOL currently lists occupations where employers face a shortage of suitable labor, and where it is deemed sensible to fill those shortages with migrant workers. However, it's important to note that this new rule will not impact previous applicants, and the salary thresholds will remain unchanged, until the introduction of new regulations in spring 2024. Section 2. Why no more increased salary threshold for workers in the UK? The UK government's decision to remove the salary increase threshold for renewing visas is part of a larger strategy to control immigration and ensure that it does not undercut the salaries of British workers. This move is expected to impact many UK businesses, particularly those in the regions, and businesses that sponsor graduates and talent within shortage occupation roles. The Home Secretary announced major changes to the UK visa system from spring 2024, including a significant increase in the general salary threshold for skilled worker visas. This change will not affect salaries paid to existing sponsored employees for now, and transitional arrangements will be in place until the introduction of new regulations in spring 2024. The increase in the salary threshold is intended to make it comparatively less appealing for businesses to seek labor from overseas. This is part of the government's strategy to redirect businesses towards hiring British talent and reduce dependency on migrant labor. However, this substantial raise could potentially exclude many skilled roles, especially those at the lower end of the pay scale, thereby exacerbating existing labor shortages in various sectors. The main impact of the increase would fall on middle-skilled jobs, such as butchers and chefs, where workers tend to earn salaries around the previous threshold. This increase could also affect graduate recruitment. Immigration routes such as graduate and skilled worker allow foreign graduates to secure employment in the UK. With the increase in the salary threshold, it might become more challenging for businesses to hire foreign graduates. Moreover, the increase in the salary threshold could also have implications for the national minimum wage, NMW. Previous research has shown that increases in the NMW can lead to increased labor costs for low-paying firms, regardless of size and in the low-paying sectors. Section 3. Implications for businesses and the economy. The UK government's decision to increase the salary threshold for skilled worker visas has significant implications for businesses and the economy. The new salary threshold means employers face a substantial increase in ongoing costs for every person they wish to sponsor. This could potentially lead to increased labor costs, particularly for low-paying firms and sectors. It is also likely to have a secondary impact on businesses, including potential delays in the health and care system that could keep people off work. This could lead to a decrease in productivity and an increase in costs for businesses. There are also concerns about what will happen to existing skilled worker visa holders, whose salary no longer meets the threshold. The sectors most likely to be affected by the increase in the salary threshold are those that rely heavily on lower-paid skilled workers, such as the hospitality sector. An estimated 95% of sponsored visas for roles such as chefs and managers in this sector could fail to meet the new threshold. This could lead to difficulties in recruitment and exacerbate existing labor shortages. Graduates are also not left out. Immigration routes such as graduate and skilled worker allow foreign graduates to secure employment in the UK. With the increase in the salary threshold, it might become more challenging for businesses to hire foreign graduates. The changes to the immigration system could also impact the health and care sector. When the changes take effect, care workers will be unable to bring dependents when they migrate to the UK, and only CQC-registered providers in England will be able to sponsor health and care visa applicants. This could potentially lead to a decrease in the number of care workers migrating to the UK, exacerbating existing labour shortages in the care sector. Section 4. How will these changes affect migrant workers and British citizens? The increase in the salary threshold for skilled worker visas could have significant implications for migrant workers and British citizens. For migrant workers, the increase in the salary threshold means that unless their roles are deemed to be in shortage, or they are eligible for another visa route, those paid less than £38,700 will not be eligible for visas. This could potentially lead to a decrease in the number of migrant workers coming to the UK. For British citizens, the increase in the salary threshold could lead to increased competition for jobs. The government's strategy is to redirect businesses towards hiring British talent and reduce dependency on migrant labour. Furthermore, increase in the salary threshold could also have implications for British citizens sponsoring family members. The government has doubled the income requirement for British citizens and people settled in the UK sponsoring dependents to £38,700, over twice the previous level of £18,600. This could potentially make it more difficult for British citizens and people settled in the UK to bring dependents to the UK. Section 5. How can new skilled workers outside the UK meet the new salary threshold requirement? For new skilled workers outside the UK, meeting the new salary threshold requirement may require strategic planning. One approach could be to target roles that already offer salaries above the new threshold. Many migrants working in these roles already earn more than the new £38,700 threshold. Another strategy could be to explore other visa routes. For example, the health and care visas are exempt from the new salary requirement. Savings can also be used as an alternative. I already have a video that talks about the savings requirement in lieu of the salary that can be used to meet this threshold. So make sure you watch that video. In conclusion, the removal of the salary increase threshold for skilled workers renewing their visas in the UK is a significant change with far-reaching implications. It's a complex issue, and we'll continue to follow the story as it develops. Not so fast though. Did you like the video? Do you have friends and family that can benefit from this information? Then make sure you like, share, subscribe and drop a comment. Shalom.